Hello, Hope Restored. This is Ben here on what is today? Thursday afternoon. We're really excited today. Here in a second, if God willing, this technology works this time around, we are inviting somebody who just attended one of our recent original design classes to come on and share her experience and what she got out of that. So for those of you who may have not attended yet or kind of curious more of what this is about, to get the perspective from somebody who has attended. And boom, there she is. Very excited. Is a good friend of not only mine, but of Hope Restored. And this is Courtney Wheeler. We've been trying to do this for about a half an hour now, using a bunch of different, it turns out we needed. Hey, Courtney.
Hey!
How mic is, oh, it works. It works.
Only took like an hour. I'm just kidding.
Right? No, I think it took longer than that. Put that, boom. Wow, that's bright. Anyways, so first of all, thank you for taking the time to hop on here with us and to share your heart
Yeah,
and
of
your
course.
experience. We really appreciate you doing that. And so basically, I'm going to just jump right in here and ask you, what was your overall experience of the original design class?
Well, my overall experience was wow, like so amazing. Steve and I attended the class that you guys did 2 weeks ago, and I've known you guys for a long time. I mean, what we're going on like 6 years now, and
Mm,
it's just great from hearing what Vince and Missy and you have, like, what you guys have put into this class has been so amazing because I've heard a lot about it over the last few years, but actually sitting in that class and taking it and learning things that you guys put together. And I know there's been a lot of prayers and just things that you guys have put into this. So my overall experience was amazing. I loved it. I learned so much. I personally had a lot of personal growth and development from this class, and I just loved it.
awesome. Well, I mean, we just get to let God go to work, and it was really neat to be there and be a part of what was going on and how God was working through you on that. So, what was one or a couple of your biggest takeaways from the class?
So I have some notes that I wrote down that I'm just gonna kind of share off my notes, but um, some of my biggest takeaways, I have a couple of them, and one of them is what is your purpose here on this earth, and like what did God put you on this earth to do? And I loved that you guys help get down to like the root cause of like what's holding you back in life, like what's holding you from doing things that you've always wanted to do. And I found some passions, like I rediscovered some passions that I have in my life and things that I do want to do and I am passionate about. So it just helped me, remember some of those things. But I wanted to talk about a few things. So I love that you guys started off with talking about identity and how sometimes in life we lose sight of who we are. But one
Mm,
thing, there's four things that always remain true in every single one of us. And so I wanted to touch on that, that you are an eternal being. You are a child of God. You are forgiven, and you are loved with an everlasting and unconditional love. And those are things that I grew up with in my home, and things that my parents and grandparents taught me. And I know my dad is watching, so hi, Dad. But those are things that just no matter what you do in life, or no matter where life takes you, those are always four things that you can fall back on. And that's I loved. Going into depth in this class with you guys about some of those. And um, let's see. Another thing that I loved that you guys did, that I took away from this, was we did a workshop, and it asked us about to ask three people in your life that like what they think, what your talents are, your strengths are, areas that you need to improve, and your passions. And all four people that I asked, they pretty much had the same answers, and I love that. Um, and it made me realize that I need to see myself as God sees me, and other people see me. So that's one
amen.
thing that I took away that was really strong for me, was I need to stop being so hard on myself and realize
Mm,
the potential and how other people see me. So that was great. And then one more thing. um, someone said a quote that weekend, and I don't remember who said it, but I loved it. And they said, even rotten fruit carries a good seed. And that hit me, that there's people in life that have hurt me maybe, and that I've held on to it. But deep down there's good in them. And that's something that I need to work on, is seeing the good in others and seeing them the way that God sees them, and not seeing the things that I've seen because I've been hurt by them. So even though you might feel rotten from the outside, or there's things that you feel like you're not good enough for in life, like, that is so not true. And you need to change your mindset, and you need to realize that there is good inside every single one of us, no matter what you've done in your life, and see yourself the way that God sees you, because he loves you, and there's so much amazing things that God sees in you that you don't see in yourself, and you can do anything that you put your mind to. Um, and so that's what I took away from this class, is get back to what your purpose is here on this earth, what God put you here to do, and you really can do anything that you set your mind to. So I love this class.
Well, amen to that. So I'm kind of curious. You're saying that it kind of brought back some things that you maybe had forgotten about, or maybe, I know, like, sometimes I have great ideas and stuff I want to do, and I put it under a shelf, and then I forget about it there. You were saying there was things that kind of got refreshed for you. What was maybe one of those things that got resparked?
One thing for me, I've always wanted to do, and it's been in my heart, but I've actually started looking into it now, since this class, is I've always wanted to go on, like, a mission trip, or go to Africa and go and serve in an orphanage, or do something like that. I've always wanted to go on a mission trip. So that is something that I started to look into, through a church that we go to here down in Phoenix. So starting to kind of explore my options there. But that's something that I've always wanted to do. I love kids. I love helping others. And that's something that I'll probably be doing in the next year or two. So.
That's fantastic. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I can't wait to hear about that. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but curious, it's kind of a loaded question, but would you recommend this class to other people? And if there was like a core reason why, what would that be?
Oh, yeah. So I've already told my mom and my sisters and their spouses, I'm like, you guys are taking this class. So, yeah. So they know. I would definitely recommend this class to anyone. They do have online option, an online course if you're not in Arizona. But if you can make it to Prescott, I would say go to their class, go have the hands-on experience, because the heart and soul that they have put into this is so incredible, and their passion and the spirit that you feel when you're there is just undeniable. And it was such a great opportunity and experience for me. So I would definitely recommend it to anyone that is looking for personal growth, looking to figure out what your passions are, what God put you here on this earth for. I mean, it's good for anyone and everyone. If you believe in God, you should go. And if you believe that God put you here on this earth for a purpose, you need to go and help find your purpose here on this earth. So I don't know if I answered your question all the way, but I kind of forgot what you were asking.
110%, you totally nailed it. Well, I mean, it has to do with, what you got out of it. So it was not a right or wrong answer to the question, but I appreciate, both, I got Vince sitting over here next to me, and we're both thinking the same thing. Yeah, if God is big in your life, you no doubt you can gain from this class. So we feel very similarly to that. So Courtney, thank you so much for hopping on here, taking this time. We really appreciate you. We appreciate Stephen. You guys are an amazing couple, and we just are very blessed to be a part of your life and everything that you guys are going through and going to. So let us know if there's anything we can help with in regards to the mission side of that. We would love to,
for sure,
to support however we can. Otherwise, have a great day. And again, thank you so much.
Thanks, Ben. Love you guys.
Take care, Courtney. Bye.